So we're back again for round 2 of the Zwift Racing League finals. This is the Syco-list. Let's get on with it. So for race 2 in the Zwift Racing League finals, it's going to be a team time trial. And we're heading over to France for this one. And the course that's been selected is Douce, France. It's 24.8 kilometers in length and about 137 meters in elevation. This is one to get your teammates, get those team tactics working, and get yourselves round in the quickest possible time. There'll be no power-ups on this one, being a team time trial, but bike choice, again, is one that's up for contention. To choose the fastest time trial bike that you have in your garage, for me, that would be the Cadex Tri, probably with a DT Swiss disc wheel set. But there are other options out there, and at the moment, looking at the Zwift Racing site, there isn't anything about what bike upgrades have been neutralised yet. But that's, anything can change with that, just like the power-ups on race 1. Also for this one, the Recon Notes will be down in my description below, so please use them whilst out on the course and thinking about your team tactics. But for this one, we'll head over to the course. Let's go. So with this one being a team time trial, you'll come out of the race plans just on the left there and head towards the Marina Sprint Reverse. Going underneath this little bridge, you're going to take a right-hand turn, which will lead us out to what I class as the French S's, like in Watopia. You'll have enough time to get your team lineup set up and your transitions and moving through, pulling through, getting before you get to these S's. But you need to work through these intestines and come out the other side all still grouped together. So just manage this in your team time trial, and this is an area that you can really work on to get the power up and work and hard through here to get those vital seconds on your competitors. But after you come through these rollers, which last for about 6.1 kilometers in length, we'll come out towards the balloon sprint. So just working through here, as you can see, we are weaving our way through. But if you're looking at your team order, making sure you're doing your pulls on the front and coming off at the right times, you won't really notice that these rollers are happening. You'll be rolling through and your team order should stay intact. Just work through this one. You can see the balloons in the distance now as we head out towards the balloon sprint at 6.7 kilometers. Obviously, being a team time trial, that sprint's not in play, but it just gives you an indication of how far you are on course. This course, obviously, in my notes, is 24.2 kilometers in length with 137 meters of elevation. So as you can see already, we are a third of the way climbing done and 5 kilometers into this race here. The real test is going to come when we have the rise towards the aqueduct and then obviously the aqueduct com itself. So we're 9 kilometers in now. The first real rise of note to be mindful of and look out for is at 10.2 kilometers. As we pass through this little village here, you'll notice that the climb starts to creep up on you and it slowly picks up as we lead our way up towards the aqueduct com. This isn't part of the actual com itself, but it is noticeable that these 2, 3, 4% gradients you have here in the heads-up display are significant, and they last for about half a kilometre in length. Obviously there's some respite in there as well, with the blue sections indicated on the heads-up display. And then here we start the aqueduct com, which pushes us up to the top at 11.2 to 11.4 kilometers into this race. Push over the top of this one, we're going to get a nice bit of descent now down towards the pav sprint, taking us back towards the finish at the marina. So you're over halfway now. You should really have that team trial locked in, those team orders working, and everything should be going well for your team at this point. Continue to push on through as we come through here, and pav sprint is about to happen. Again, the segment's not in play, but it's just another marker for you to be mindful of. Most of the climbing is done. There's only about 30 meters of climbing left to do in this course, and that is not really noticeable now. This is fairly flat to the run-in at the marina sprint. Just continue to work those rotations, push through where you can, and keep that line nicely formed as you push through and get onto that finish straight. So just over 20 kilometers into this one now, making that final push in towards that marina sprint finish line. Got about 3.5 kilometers to go in. Again, this is no elevation gain now from now until the finish. You just literally need to keep those rotations going. Obviously get your riders over the line in the fastest possible turn. It might be that someone's struggling now and you might have to do longer pulls on the front. That all comes down to your team tactics and your team orders. But continue to push on those pedals. This one is going to nearly be over, and then you'll be looking for that race 3 in the Zwift Racing League finals. So here we go, the marina sprint is upon us. This one always seems longer than it is. As you drag in here, those buildings on the right is going to be your indication of where the sprint starts. And here you go, the finish line is nearly here. Push on and get your team over the line. So there you go then, my quick recon of the team time trial for race 2 of the Zwift Racing League finals. This one's taking place on Douce, France, so hopefully you and your team get round in good order. Again, just a quick reminder that the Recon Notes are down in the description below, so please use them whilst you're out on the course. And if you are liking these Recon videos and the content that I'm creating, then please do give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you next time.